Okay guys, welcome back to a new episode. In this one we talked about Tsnp. We talked about this one just a few days ago where I predicted that it would go down in price. That has happened and we can currently see that we are sat at this price of 0.33, and the question for tonight's episode is this one a buy now or should you avoid it? Well, of course, in tonight's episode I'm giving all of my opinions. If it sounds like a plan guys, please leave a like and subscribe. It would be massively appreciated as we are trying to grow the channel. If you want to come talk to us on Discord, it would also be appreciated, and if you want to become a channel member, it would go a mile. With that being said, I am not a financial advisor and I am not sponsored by this company, so please do your own research either way. And with that being said, we're going to jump straight into the video. So guys, yeah, we're looking at our screen now and we can see over the past month this one has been rallying up quite slowly, but recently it has been picking up motion. It took us up 182% over the past month, which really is an insane growth, but we can see over the last 2 or 3 days we've seen a sell-off now of about 30%. So if you'd have got in at those high points, you know what, I kind of feel bad for you, but you know what, there is still some room potentially for some growth in the future. So the main thing with this stock is the news about that merger with Humble, and that is going to be some decent stuff for the future in my opinion. But when I said about the share price, I think it is a good company, but realistically we saw so many days of rallying up, I think it was bound to sell off at some point. Personally, in my opinion, I do see this sell off ending quite soon. I think yes, it was a bit of a steep sell off, but in relation to the growth it really wasn't that bad. But looking at where we are right now, I think we're going to level out pretty soon in my opinion, hopefully in the 30-cent range. I would love to see that, maybe a little bit lower into high 20s if we are unfortunate, but I do think it is going to level out soon. From there, I would like us to see a bit more stable growth. I don't think we're going to see 200, 300, 400% in a week anymore. I think that is a good thing in my opinion. I think when it goes up so high, I definitely get a bit cautious, when it comes to, buy ratings and whatnot, because it is often likely to go back down, and that is unfortunately what we saw over the past few days. So realistically guys, in my opinion, I think it's going to level out in the next week or so, and from there I would definitely like to see a bit of growth leading up until that merger. Personally, I do think it could hit 50 cent, maybe even higher if we are lucky, potentially 60, and that would allow us to double our money. But you know what guys, it really is hard to predict with these penny stocks. They are very risky, and I do make sure to tell you guys that you need to do your own research. But overall guys, this company does have that catalyst of the merger coming up soon. I think that definitely could help this one into the future to help it hopefully become a long-term growth stock. But right now, in my opinion, it's still a more speculative play because we just don't know which direction it is going in. What I would say is if you wanted to buy this one, I would not waste too much money on it. I would only buy a small position because, like I said, very volatile and we just don't know where we are going. But I think once that merger is complete and once we start to see the price bump up a little bit, there is some big action potentially. Obviously, market cap in relation to share price is pretty low. And I think once that merger goes through, we'll hopefully see a bit more growth both in the share price and all that kind of good stuff, as well as investor attention, as of course the actual catalyst will be complete, which could definitely present some future growth. As you know, that the main thing which is kind of on the line at the minute will have gone through, and of course that is what we want to see. But overall guys, just to summarise, it's a very decent stock potentially. The growth hasn't come back on yet, and I think we will need to wait for that to happen in my opinion before I would personally even consider buying in with this stock. There is still some big potential, like I said, with that merger before it does happen, but I do think, you know what, I would definitely like to see it level out before I was to get in, and either way I would see it as more of a speculative play, but that is just my opinion. So yeah, some real big potential to be had with this one in my personal view, but I would definitely make sure to do your own research on this one, as penny stock investing is obviously risky. With that being said guys, thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.